All right. We having lobby night. And lobby night means that I'm going to get to see all of y'all on lobby night. Y'all said I can get access to the grand jury for my case. I was a Baltimore City resident and I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped by the state. Just like when Commissioner Davis kidnapped that little black boy. Well, I was kidnapped by Baltimore County Police Department and Baltimore County States Attorney's Office. I was kidnapped because I was making a movie about the Democratic Party. I was making a movie about the Democratic Party and the corruption in your courts. You feel me? Want it. We want the truth from 2010. You feel me? Want it. We want the truth. That's a mail receipt. Now you can go straight to Antonio Hayes and you can get this. It's the minority. It's the book that's exposing the corruption. Those are the checks, the forged checks. That's not my signature. You feel me? That's not my signature. I was locked up in another state. Judge Bridges, 2/6/2008. Sent the countless requests. Still haven't seen my evidence. Still haven't seen the grand jury minutes. Doubt very serious that they got a trial. 2/25. I was supposed to go to trial 2/25/2008. You feel me? At 10 p.m. 409 Oak Street. Brother Blanks. Leroy's Barbershop. Martin Luther King Drive. All right? Let's go right to the meat of the matter. I can take whatever they throw at me. They can't beat the truth. Just got back from court. I won and I lost. I got to read Dred Scott decision, but lost the fight and got rid of Bridges because of Waller destroyed the evidence to prove Bridges was involved in the boycott in 1986 case. All right, from Foreman. Foreman excused himself. All right, I had made a dream of Foreman fucking me around in this whole situation. Can't find the horoscope. All right, start the fight all over again tomorrow. Duran and Gio. All right, Duran and Gio said I was crazy. That got me an extra 3 months in jail. All right. I wrote Gio last night. Need to get William to get in touch with the FBI. William's my brother. Like I said, this is the Jailhouse Diary from Waukegan, Illinois. All right, that's Baltimore, Maryland. That's January of 2008. All right. This is my son Gerald. All right. I don't have a record. All right. This is my son. So my store should have been closed. Come home soon. I was locked up in another state. And the fraud occurred before I sent them the deal. All right. So we're gonna. My policies, $100 million check fraud. All right. I had fraud protection. You feel me? I had protection. All right. During our meeting, the undersigned, the insurance administration officers, the afternoon of October 15th, you asserted that the theft of the business took place prior to the signing of the POA. The insurance administration confirmed that Brother Insurance considered this possibility and concluded that even if the evidence supported your accusation, the insurers believed you had already entrusted the business and operation to your son before the PDA was filed. No, I didn't. I told them to close the business. They had no right to open up the business. Even if I gave them a power of attorney, they had no licenses and permits. They had no access to my banking account. You feel me? None of that. These are the supporters of Shorty's. And they wrote you to tell you what I was doing. Like I said. That's Judge Cox. He got this. Like I said, y'all kidnapped me. This is the forged checks. I was locked up in another state. I didn't sign these checks. I didn't run that business. By state law, you should have closed the business. That's Chief Justice Roberts. Like I said, you asked for evidence. I was making a movie about the Democratic Party. You feel me? Under Article 3 of the Constitution. I was making a movie about the Democratic Party. I was making a movie about the Democratic Party. You feel me? Wanted. I was making a movie about the Democratic Party and the corruption in your courts and the racism in your courts. I was showing what white supremacy looks like. I was showing you what white power looks like, the white guerrilla family. I was showing you how white people sell out the black community. And they use black faces to help them out. Y'all can't deny nothing I said. Because like I said, it's in the book, bruh. I was making a movie and a documentary. I was insured by Insurance Incorporated. I was insured when I did this. You feel me? That's Chief Justice Souter's clerk. You feel me? That's April of 2007. That's April of 2007. You feel me? I'm making a movie about y'all. You feel me? About the Democratic Party in the state of Maryland, the corruption in your court. And you can go straight to the Department of Justice and get this. We're going to investigate you. And you said you'd give me access to the grand jury. So we're going to take it to the grand jury. We're going to talk about corruption in the Democratic Party. You feel me? We're going to talk about racism in the Democratic Party. We're going to talk about how you support Bobby Zirkin and the corruption under Bobby Zirkin's administration. You feel me? We're going to show the truth and we're going to speak the power. Period. Y'all took the movie from me from the 2010, so I had to do it all over again. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing my documentary all over again for what you stole from me. So from what you stole from me, I'm going to show you what Governor O'Malley created. The corruption machine that Governor O'Malley created. We're going to go to Mosby's office. You feel me? Like I said, documentary legal. And a documentary about y'all's court and your corruption in your courts. And like I said, I did this a whole year ago. It's been a whole year and you ain't did nothing about it. But right here it says, during your meeting, all right, we respect your complaint against the insurance company. You feel me? We respect your complaint against the insurance company. You may be cut a judge and a jury and a civil and a criminal. All right, a civil and a criminal case. And I filed the criminal case. The insurance company has given me permission to file the criminal case. You feel me? So you got to address this in the criminal case. I got to get access to the grand jury. It's consumer protection fraud. You feel me? It's consumer protection fraud. It's about the criminalization of poverty. And like I said at the meeting the other day, you're going to have to talk about it. You're going to have to do something about it. Because I gave it to you in 2011. My lawyer, Shorty Davis, the DVD, Video Vigilante. It was exposing Governor O'Malley and his machine. You feel me? That's the prison industry. This letter is response to the interactions. You feel me? Laws violating civil and criminal constitutional violations. All right? It's the truth about your courts and your corruption. And your Democratic Party. How you use the police to incarcerate Black Baltimore City and Black Baltimore County. Like I said, they said I can have a criminal investigation. I want the IRS to investigate this. I was incarcerated in another state. Ask Moxley. Ask Kamenetz. I'm a black Republican. Ask Hogan. We talking about the narrative life of a slave. Slavery reinvented in 2019. We talking about Baltimore rewired. I'm going to show you the corruption and the racism in the courts. And I'm going to show you the black faces that carry out and protect white Baltimore, the white guerrilla family. You feel me? I'm going to show you the black faces that protect the corruption. And he'll tell you, when he get out of jail, he'll tell you that I was making a movie and a documentary. And he'll tell you, I named the politicians. And you one of them. And you got to deal with it. You got to deal with the corruption and the racism in Baltimore County because Johnny Olszweski said he's going to investigate. Johnny Olszweski gave me his word that he's going to investigate the corruption and racism in Baltimore County. When it goes to Baltimore County, it's going to come to Baltimore City. And Al Redmer gave me my insurance claim saying that I can go for a civil and a criminal investigation. A civil and a criminal investigation. You go straight to T.J. Smith. All right? Because like I said, this was a movie and evidence. It was artwork. And Rob Fix is my producer. It was about Greg Bernstein. It was about Shellenberger. It was about zero tolerance and stop and frisk. It was about the racism in your courts. And the Constitution is going to be the proving ground. You feel me? Like I said, this been in the Department of Justice hands since last year. Dante Hickman, it's Black History Month. It's Blackuary. Commissioner Tuggle, you have knowledge of criminal activity by public officials. Criminal activities by public officials, and you ain't did nothing about it. Man up and stand up, because I'm out here. I'm about that life. I'm about doing what's right. Equal justice. You feel me? Dante Hickman. States Attorney Mosby. Be that hero. We don't need another hero. We just need you to do what you got to do. That's Count Costello. I am that hero, Costello. So TJ Smith, make sure that we got that investigation. Make sure that we do what we supposed to do, because if we don't, on Monday morning, I'm going to make sure that we had that investigation. Now, everything that you seen at that event on Wednesday, I'm going to put in front of the county executive's office on Monday morning. I'm going to put the table and the TV in front of the county executive office on Monday morning. And it's going to be calling for the dismissal and the disbarment of Scott Shellenberger. I'm going to put everything on the table. I'm going to put it in front of your office. The same way I put that toilet up in front of the courthouse. I'm going to put that table and that TV in front of the county court. It's evidence. And it's also evidence in artwork. So Monday morning, you're going to see that toilet and that TV in front of Johnny O's office. I'm going to tie Baltimore City and Baltimore County together. And since you're a Baltimore City spokesman and you want to be the Baltimore County spokesman, it's going to be easy for us to have this conversation. Y'all know me. It's my season. You got 90-day session, and you're going to get 90 days of Shorty. 90 days of me. Gonna feed you. Gonna give you what you've been missing. Equal justice. It ain't gonna just be us.